Toskana, hinten Grenze mit Monaco Fürstentum und Frankreich. Links im Norden haben wir Piemont mit Turin, Lombardei mit Mailand, Emilia-Romagna mit Bologna, Parma, Modena, Ravenna und rechts natürlich das Meer, das Mittelmeer, aber dieser Teil vom Mittelmeer heißt Ligurisches Meer, wegen der Name von unserer Region, Ligurien. Also enge Straßen überall und lange, kompakte Gebäude, so wie hier links. Also Gebäude, die die Mauer verteilen, um Raum zu sparen, natürlich, und auch Materialien und so weiter. Es ist so überall. Und hier in Ligurien, in Altstädte, haben wir Fußgängergässchen. Wir nennen diese Fußgängergässchen mit einem Lokalwort, Carucci. Diese super enge Gässchen sind überall in Altstädte Liguriens. So, we are in Liguria, northern west of Italy. Genoa is the main town of this region. So we have hills and mountains everywhere, and so we have very narrow streets everywhere. We also have compact buildings. Compact buildings and buildings built sharing the side walls. Among the buildings, especially the historical centers that we have in front of us, I'll show you immediately, we have very narrow pedestrian alleys that we call with the local word, carucci. And we have carucci and these long compact buildings sharing a side wall or more than a side wall everywhere in the historical centers of towns, but also small villages of the whole of Liguria. Built in middle of 1500, Andrea Doria was so powerful that he could build a very wide residence just for himself. And in front of us, where you see the traffic light, once was the city walls in 1500. So he took all this room outside of the city walls. Italian style garden here, and also on the hill he had a private park. And today, where your ship is, in the past was the private harbor of Andrea Doria, this important admiral. Here on the right you have the pedestrian entrance or exit of the port, keep it in mind. Also hier rechts, das ist Fußgänger Ausgang oder auch Eingang vom Zugschiff zu erinnern. Ersten Etage hinter Erdgeschoss. Okay, jetzt Richtung Altstadt und Althafen Porto Antico. Matteo is driving us in the direction of the old port and Porto Antico. Also hier links eine wunderschöne Abtei, ein Heilig Johannes der Evangelist gewidmet, 1180. 1180 here on the left. This is an amazing abbey dedicated to Saint John the Evangelist. Und frohe Ostern an alle. Happy Easter. I forgot to tell you. Eine andere Genuesa, Renzopiano, hat ein Architekt alles hier wieder erneuert. Heute haben wir hier eine Fußgängerzone, viele Sehenswürdigkeiten, das Aquarium, einer der wichtigsten in Europa, und auch diese Galeon, keine alte Galeon. Diese Galeon wurde im 1984 für den Film Piraten von Roman Polanski mit Walter Matthau benutzt. So, this is the old port, Porto Antico. Porto Antico was completely renewed in 1992 because it was 500 years from America's rediscovery by Christopher Columbus, who was a Genoese, and so another Genoese, Renzo Piano, a quite famous architect, completely renewed and readapted the old port area, Porto Antico. And today here we have a pedestrian area, a lot of highlights, museums, cafes, restaurants, the aquarium that is one of Europe's most important. And we also have this galleon. This galleon is not an ancient one. This galleon was a stage used in 1984 to play the film Pirates, Walter Matthau and Roman Polanski. And the aquarium is right behind. Das Aquarium ist diese weiße lange Gebäude hinter dem Galleon. site. Consider that in the Middle Age was also a So here on the where we now are, I need your fantasy, a lot of fantasy. Total mehr gebaut. Also 1962. Der Ingenieur Luigi Danieri hat unsere Messe, die genuesische Messe, hier am Meer realisiert, gebaut. Und heute haben wir eine wichtige Erneuerung von der Rezipiat. You can see a part, the district of Genoa, completely realized upon the sea. 1962, the engineer Luigi Danieri realized our international fair area, the fair area of the Genoese Fair Trade area, completely upon the sea. Today, as you can see, we have an important restoration that will be completed next year. And it's okay. Events, but the most important one is the international boat show exhibition every year in autumn. Salone Nautico Matteo is leading us in the eastern part of the town. We're going to reach Bocca d'Asse. Bocca d'Asse is a fisherman village, very well kept. Is as it was in the past. For centuries, it was completely a world apart of. It was not part of the town of Genoa. Only at the beginning of 1900, when the coastal road Corsa Italia was built, Bocca d'Asse became a part of the town of Genoa, but for centuries was completely separated. So we just leave the bus for some minutes to take pictures, then we come back on the bus.
It's so windy. Oh my goodness, look at the water.
So now Matteo is bringing us in direction of De Ferrari Square, where we are going. You are going to have also time at leisure. I'll give you all the details for your visit. This is Corso Italia, the sea promenade, opened at the beginning of 1900, connecting the Genoese Fair Trade area with Bocca d'Asse, so Genoa with Bocca d'Asse. This is an area that Genoese love a lot. Because of the bad weather, we have not a lot of people, but normally here during the weekend, a lot of people jogging, hiking, riding bikes, meeting people, having pizza or aperitif and appetizers. Here we have restaurants, pizzerias and so on. This is a very elegant area to live. Swimming pools, tennis courts. Also, das ist Corso Italia, diese künstliche Straße. Anfang 19. Style of this moment, so a military government, so the style of the building was very severe, very squared, Roman arches and very squared lines. Piazza della Vittoria. The monument von den italienischen Königreichen geworden. Und in jeder italienischen Stadt, aber auch in Dörfern, haben wir einen Platz oder eine Straße am 20. September gewidmet. Very elegant buildings. All the buildings here were also very modern because all of them already had lifts, elevators inside. Also diese Straße wurde Ende 1800, Anfang 1900 gebaut und sehr modern in dieser Zeit, sehr schön noch heute, aber sehr modern, weil jeder Gebäude hatte schon Aufzüge. Natürlich Schiffe informieren. Ne? Also, jetzt halten wir hier, wo die Arkaden sind, torni qua a prenderli veramente.
Cold rainy day today. This is Genoa's widest building, square building, 100 meters each side. Today is a museum, part of the university, a library, and also a church. We have in the middle a very nice building. Also jetzt, bald halten wir und machen wir unsere kurze Promenade zusammen. Und von diesen Terrassen werden wir Althafen und natürlich Hafen und ihren Schiff.
That's so funny.
Europäische und italienische republikanische Partei gegründet. Und das Denkmal ist genau hier rechts oben, bei Carrara Marble. Here on the right, on the hill, you can see a white Carrara Marble monument. Wants to remember a man, Giuseppe Mazzini, a Genoese, the founder of the Italian European Republic.
It smells so good. It's all chocolate.